No matter how many times I answer this question, I always get it. I always get it. Is education any use? Should I do my college? Our university is worth it? Is going to university a waste of time? I always get this question. And what I've realized is, depending on which side of the argument you are, you will either accept what I'm saying or you'll reject it. Okay? Like, for example, if you have made up your mind that you don't want to study, you don't want to do your education, you will cherry pick all the reasons why you should not do your education. Silly reasons like, oh, Bill Gates dropped out, oh, Steve Jobs dropped out. My dear, Bill Gates, Harvard University, Steve Jobs, Stanford, Mark Zuckerberg, again, Harvard. So if you are the type of person who has already got admission in Harvard, then drop out. If you are in some Gurukula, Saint Vivekananda, Ram Mandir, University of Bhopal, Pondicherry, or some stuff like that, or Ubuntu College in Gugala, Buzubaza, busy, village in Africa. Please, you're not going to be a millionaire, okay? Now, see, so that is one side, all right? The other side is, you could say the people who are genuinely questioning, is there a future? Because of various reasons. Either the money is not there or they just are confused, okay? So I'll give you 2021. I'll give you my answer for this 2021-2022. Now, please don't cherry pick. Please don't cherry pick. My request to you is understand the overall framework and then make up your mind. See, first things first. Okay. Whether you have a degree or you don't have a degree, there's no guarantee for success. Okay. That is one thing, I'll put it out there. Whether you have a degree or don't have a degree. But, very big but, the people who have a degree are likely to get more opportunities than people who don't have an education. Okay? People who have education will get much more benefits, perks, recognition. Even if you travel to different countries, let's say you have an MBA or PhD, you are recognized as someone who adds value to the country. You'll be given respect. You can apply for organizations, for jobs. Compared to a person who has completed schooling and work experience, no, you'll never get. And to climb up the ladder, the corporate ladder, that is if you are into the corporate world as an employee, it's impossible, very rare. 1 in 1 billion or 8 billion or 1 in 1 billion, maybe in every 5 years, you will rise to the top without any education. Okay. Now the excuse people give is, oh, what about the businessman? And don't take exception to the rule. People tell me, oh, Oprah succeeded, The Rock succeeded, oh, Richard Branson. You're no Oprah, you're not The Rock, you're not Richard Branson. These are exceptions to the rule. Jack Ma, there's only one Jack Ma. There's only one Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's only one. If it was a commonplace, we wouldn't be even remembering their names. The common man, it's like winning a lottery. One person wins 10 million or $1 million. How many people do you know in a whole city of yours who has won 1 million? So don't take exceptions to the rule. Okay, now, first things first. A university is if you actually look at it, the university is a business entity. It's a business. They are running a business. They are running a business of selling you their products and services. Their product is a piece of paper that states you have completed this course of so-and-so years. Their service is maybe hostel campus, maybe teachers, maybe you can use their facilities, okay? So a university is a business that sells you a product and service, okay? And the paper that you get, recognized universities they follow protocol, legal laws, they follow the procedures of the government, of the Ministry of Education or whatever. Based on that, they stick to the standards and they prepare you to be smart enough to have at least basic common sense. Now, I'm very aware of the fact that once upon a time, there was no Google, there was no social media, there was no YouTube. So you could not study. You remember those days where you had the Encyclopedia Britannica. If you do not know what I'm talking about, ask your parents or just Google search. Encyclopedia Britannica was a selection of, 100 big books, A to B, B to C, dictionaries and science books and travel and all that. That used to be sold for a cheap price, kind of affordable for people who wanted a library in-house. Okay? Very standard stuff. Like if you Google search Microsoft Encarta, it was more like a Wikipedia, but a small limited edition. Now, those days, since there was no access to information, anyone without a degree was doomed to fail. In fact, in the 70s and 80s, people got an education so that they would get a job. If you got an education, guaranteed you would get a job. However, as more and more educational institutes started cropping up, as more and more people started to get educated, there was an oversupply of education. And that is where the depreciation of education started to take place. Before, you could complete just high school and you would be considered educated. Then it came to, okay, if you had a diploma, you would be considered educated and you would get a job. Then the entry level point became, okay, you need to have a degree. Once you have a degree, from before it was just 1 year, then you'll get a job. Then diploma is 2 years. After school, then you'll get a job. Then became degree, where you have to get 3 years and then you'll get a job. Then they upped the ante and they said 5 years with a master's, then you'll get a job. Then very soon it became 2 masters. Oh, then you stand out from the crowd. And then finally it became like, the devaluation of education. It became like a PhD. Oh, then you are smart. Then you will be considered for education. So the constant erosion, devaluation, depreciation of these titles, because there were more and more people in the market. After the World War, there were hardly any educated people because most of the people were dead due to wars, and especially the men. So there was a lack of supply, but a massive demand for smart, intelligent people who would understand the processes, who would understand, okay, what is the hierarchy, what is management, and okay. And they followed the industrial complex of one teacher, 30 students, follow my instructions. It was like a mass production. Okay. Over the period of time, with the dawn of Google, with the dawn of information on your fingertips, now smartphone, now social media, now YouTube, now you have so much of information flying around, some good, most of it bad. And then you have information that they tell you only what you want to hear so that you'll feel happy. So now what has happened is people are challenging the status quo. That is why it is not surprising to hear teachers are hardly paid any money. Teachers hardly have any respect. Students are back answering the teachers. Students are saying, well, how much you fucking earn? What the fuck do you earn? You earn peanuts. Because they are being exposed to so much. Now, the funny thing is, the student has earned zero. The student doesn't have any money. But the student will make fun of the teacher who's teaching them. Okay? Now, the problem is, the biggest problem today is, the information that is outside in the world is so vast, unending, that you can cherry pick what you want. Let's say you want to hear a motivational story of people who succeeded without any education, you'll get it. If you Google search a person who succeeded without his arms, you'll get it. Person who succeeded without his eyes, you'll get it. Person who succeeded without hands and legs, you'll get it. So any information that you want, you'll get. So now people have a tendency, let me Google search what I want to hear, and then, see, then they get more confident. Oh, what I believe is true because this person somewhere far away or many years ago did it, I can do it. Now, because of this, today's youth, today's youngsters, and many people are misguided. Just go to Facebook or go to YouTube, Google search anything, you'll start getting these ads. How I made 7-figure income in 7 days, how I lost 10 kilos in 2 days or in 10 days, or how to learn investing in 3 short steps, or how you can. In fact, one of the ads that I get very disturbing is in Thailand. There's this guy. He's not in Thailand. He's based in Europe. He's actually saying you can make $100,000, $1 million. He's showing people when they look at the screen, they're looking at a laptop or phone, 1 million. They're shouting and all that. How you can also. And then one guy says, these are not abnormal results. You can also get it. Join the webinar and learn the secrets of making money. See, this is all bullshit, yeah. Serious bullshit. So when you have a day and age like this, where people have wrong information, they ask them, who the fuck wants to study? And on top of that, you have temptations where people just want to, live a life which is not real. For example, how many youngsters have approached me, I want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to study, I want to be a YouTuber. How many people said, I want to be a film actor. I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to be a superstar. I want to be an influencer. I don't want to study. I want to be a singer. Now, from where these ideas come from? Because they have read it somewhere that some guy, Ed Sheeran, or some singer, he ran away from home. He slept on the streets. Today he's making millions. Now, it comes to the core now. Finally, the core. Is university worth it? That's at the end of the day, it comes to this question. See, the problem with education, the problem with university is you'll spend the next 3 to 5 years of your life where you have to study, where you have to pay money, and where you have to follow the rules of the system and be evaluated and scored based on their metrics. I'm sure you must have seen the one funny cartoon where they show a guy, teacher sitting next to a tree. There's an elephant, there's a fish, there's a monkey, and there's maybe a bird. And he says, okay, after evaluating you for the climbing the tree, the monkey gets the highest marks, the rest of you are all dumb and you'll never succeed. And he's telling the fish, he's telling the elephant, you can't climb trees. So below it says, today's education system evaluates you on. Okay, even though that has an element of reality, even though that is funny, it's true. I'm not saying it's false. If you actually look at it that way, I was very bad at maths, very bad at chemistry. It's not bad, I never had interest in any of these subjects. And I failed. I failed in all the subjects. I hated school. I only liked English, reading stories. And all my teachers predicted that I would be a failure, I would be gone. Those days, the problem was there was no YouTube, there was no social media, there was no career online. You couldn't do anything without education, nothing. In the 80s, if you didn't have an education, you couldn't do anything. So, but I just went with the flow. And I'll tell you, I got lucky. However, but today the problem is there are too many. See, when there's oversupply, then survival becomes tough. It becomes survival of the fittest. So now, after you finish your 3 to 5 years, you're paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're a graduate. Now the problem is, will you get a job? And the immediate answer is no. It's going to be very tough. Nobody will give you a job. In fact, even if you do get a job, you'll either be influence, luck, or you'll end up flipping burgers, like they say in McDonald's. So then the question is, is it worth getting an education? My answer to this is yes. It is very important to get an education. Now, I'll explain to you why. Now, even though I'm a school dropout, even though I hardly have any grades, even though I didn't study, why am I telling you? Okay, here are my reasons. Number one, let's say you want to migrate to any country in the world. You want to migrate, okay, from Asia to any country. The higher your education, not fake education, real education, the more the points. When you apply for a job in any country, if you are educated, someone with a master's is looked upon more favorably than someone with a diploma. Okay? And if you have a PhD, oh, they give you the respect. There is actual respect for someone with a PhD. Don't be fooled. And the reason why you may not understand the value is because you are interacting with your own bum-chum buddies. You have a very small group of people who say yes and agree with whatever you say. If you start interacting with people who have high education, who are successful in their corporate life or their business, many of them are very classy. Many of them have completed their education and they are still studying. You'll be very surprised to know people, even today, I've met people who are in their 50s who are still doing a PMP course, or a chartered accountancy course, who are still studying, who are still going to college. If education had no value, why would institutes exist? Why would people still put... See, I'll agree with you that today, especially in the West, the education is so expensive, you can literally buy maybe 2 or 3 houses. The education in the West is a shame. Sad to say, I'm very sorry to say, the education in the West is a shame. The entire education system. And it is designed to destroy the lives of youngsters. It is designed to destroy the life of citizens. If you honestly ask me, I would tell you, if you're in the West, please don't complete your education in the West. Go to the East. The same amount that you're paying in the West, you can get some world-class education in the East. Okay? Please don't study in the West. Because the West, what you complete education, I mean, you can do in one of the most premier colleges and schools in the East. Okay? Now, let's assume that you are hardworking, you're dedicated, you're focused, you're result-oriented, you're not one of those idiot rebels who wants to reinvent the system. I can assure you this much. Once you get a good educational qualification from a good institute, okay, with a good showing, you know, your project, your thesis, whatever, there will be doors of opportunity. See, between a guy who has a PhD and a guy who is just fucking around and, oh, you know, entrepreneur and bragging about it. 100 out of 100 times, I would take the guy with a PhD more seriously. I'm serious, huh? Now you'll say, Loy, isn't that double standards? You don't have education, but you don't respect someone who doesn't have education. I respect those who show results. Today, me, without my education, I suffered for 34 years of my life. More than that. I suffered. I had to self-teach myself for 34 years. So if you are prepared, here's my conclusion since you are in a hurry. If you are prepared to put 30 years of your life suffering, earning small money, being disrespected, kicked around, treated like shit, not given any opportunity, where you have to sink or swim, don't complete your education. If it's okay for you to clean toilets, to wash cars, to mow the lawn, to paint, to be a carpenter, to sleep on the floor, eat small meals, be laughed upon by people of your age who are much more rich, successful and happening, for you to lose your childhood from all the glitz and the glamour and the good life, then don't study. But if you want respect, if you want the early opportunities, the early chances to at least get a good job, get good experience, get somewhere in life, get respect, and, you know, to have something that will stick with you for the rest of your life as a mark of respect, then do your education. Otherwise, don't. Because I can tell you, even today, For me, yes, I'm famous, yes, I consult big people, big shots and this and that. It's all luck. Yes, I worked my ass off, but I just got lucky. Anybody else who tries to tattoo his face, you think the world will take him seriously? My variables were too different here. So please, I request you. Now, yes, the final question can be, Loy, what if I can't afford an expensive college? Loy, what if I can't afford to go to Canada or... Okay. My answer to you is, do the best with what you have. Even me, I did the best with whatever I had in hand. I didn't wish, oh shit, if I went there to Canada, my life would have been better. If I married that girl, if I had good parents, if I had a good life. That ifs and buts will never end. Don't get into those ifs and buts and all. Like I always tell, see, the grass will always be greener on the other side. Forget it. Don't think about it. Just focus with what you have, make best with what you can do, and excel at it. That is the success mindset. And one last thing. I see so many of you who are on my Facebook. Like this one boy, I've shared his photograph with my private WhatsApp groups. This boy is from Goa. He's a starry-eyed boy. I think I've spoken about him, I don't know. He's hardly, I think, 20 years old. This boy joined this group ClickFunnels on Facebook, where they tell you how to market and sell courses, and they'll tell you can make 7-figure income, you can ride a Lamborghini and big house. And this guy, 20-year-old, no work experience, zero. Okay? Zero work experience. He has dropped out of college, wears a suit. On Photoshop, he puts, I will consult you for a 7-figure income. I will help you make millions. Remember, he's only 19 or 20. Okay? I'll help you make millions. And then every day on Facebook, he puts, I'm coaching CEOs, directors, billionaires, millionaires, how to 7x their income, 10x their income. Join me for a webinar, and you'll see not even one like, not even one comment. And he literally puts out videos every day, same like this. Hello fans. Today I will tell you the secret of success. Believe in yourself. Never give up. Fuck, man. And then he goes to Fiverr and takes these fake video testimonials where you get some Gora guy or some female. Wow, I went to, let's assume his name is Ram something. Hi, I went to Ram. Ram was absolutely exciting. I was able to double my business. Today, if I'm $1 million company, it's all because of the advice of Ram. I highly recommend. It's so fucking fake, yeah. Oh, my request to you is, please don't be like that. Don't be stupid enough to have this title. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a coach. It sounds nice, but you're fooling yourself. End of the day, I tell people, don't have fucking money in the bank. Not earning money every single day. Who are you fooling, and why are you fooling people? The problem is today we seek so much of validation that we are ready to bullshit ourselves. Like we drink our own Kool-Aid to believe whatever the fuck we want to believe. Anyway, I genuinely hope you youngsters complete your college, study. I'm not saying get a first rank, but please complete your college. Please complete your day. And your parents are supporting, at least do it. And in the long run, you'll thank me for it. You'll thank your parents. If your parents are willing to support you, please, I request you complete your education. Don't look at the exceptions to the rule. Don't look at people who have made millions. The fact is, you're not going to make any. That's a true fact. The chances of you making million are 1 in a million. You'd like to believe you're special. Sadly, that is not the case. So I hope you have understood something worthwhile through this video. If you have any questions, please put them down below. I just hope you guys use your common sense and don't make a mistake of dropping out of school or college. Life is not that easy, my friend, and it's not so straightforward. As long as your parents are supporting you, complete it, and over the years, you'll thank me for it. My biggest regret is I never had the guidance or the personality to do a PhD, because believe me, that is something I would have loved to do. But anyway, it's too late. This is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. Put your comments down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.